Now, what gun do I want to use? I haven't used Egon's Pride in a while. So let's do Bluegrass Egon's Pride. But yeah, no, it's a relaxing time in Tower of Guns. I don't know about rant and stuff like that, but we'll see. Now, a lot of people... okay, we have a rant. A lot of people have been asking me to... Well, not a lot, just a couple of people have been asking that I play Hearthstone. And the reason why I never really got into Hearthstone is... collectible card games have, like, always kind of appealed to me. They're cool games. But I never really had the money for them. So it's kind of like, as much as I'd like to play this... Can we even make this? I wonder. As much as I'd like to play them, half the time I just never had the cash for it. So it's like, alright, this is a game that I can just never touch. Because I'm poor and frugal. Is there even a reason for me to go up there? It looks like it's just money. What about over here? Yeah, money and health. Alright, so there is... not the end of the world. Let's see. Oh. I already... unfortunately, I already played Catacomb Kids tonight. Reaver. Unfortunately. But yeah, so I love CCGs, but I think part of it is, A, I'm a little bit afraid of backseat gaming. Oh, hello. Health pickup right off the bat. Just because, given the format of the way, like, I do episodes and stuff, a lot of people are going to be angry at me for bad decisions that I make. And that is a given. Oh, hello. So, you know, me not knowing how to play Hearthstone, games like that, is gonna be kind of concerning. Now, the game I'm, like, most acquainted with, as far as CCGs goes, is, and by CCGs, I mean collectible card games. So, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon trading card game, for those of you that play that, I don't know. Shell really liked that game for some reason. Some unknown freaking reason. But, like, Magic the Gathering I really know. And I really like, the depth in that game, but I also hate the overall balancing. Oh shit, I am stuck. Just because Magic the Gathering always... Oh, I am stuck in that corner. I am not leaving. I am not leaving any of these corners. Oh, it's because we're slowly backing ourselves up into it. Go figure. But, like, I love the mechanics of Magic, but I hate playing against other people, because there's always somebody with that deck that they've, like, just thrown all of their money into for, like, their entire lives, and it's like cross multiple generations. It's like, well, you know, I guess I'll let you use it because, you know, this is your deck after all. And then they're like, all right, so I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and you don't even get a turn. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's fun. Wait, what? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, there it is. I don't even need this secret, do I? No, I don't. Okay. But you always come across, you know, the person with the, like, super souped out deck. And that's kind of a shame. Because I don't have the time or the money to invest into a lot of CCGs. And, like, I can do it, and I will gladly stream it, especially if it's, like, something that people enjoy. I remember trying to do a couple of YouTube videos on Hearthstone, and just nobody cared. It got awful views. So I was like, alright, I will just shelve this for the time being. Which is weird, because actually, one of the biggest breaks I ever got on my channel was Card City Nights. And I guess I really just waited too long, because a number of people were requesting Hearthstone immediately after, and I was super resistant, because it's like, I don't know if I'd be good at that game. But I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I will play CCGs, especially if people want me to now. Especially, like, now that I'm growing as a YouTuber, I guess a lot more people are going to be more interested in me playing popular games. That's something I never really considered either. Though, I think on some base level, I'm just going to be a little bit disappointed that Magic the Gathering has never actually made a decent online game. If that makes sense. Like, Magic Online is kind of okay, but it's a huge money sink. Like, they don't know how to get free-to-play mechanics working in any way, shape, or form. So I've played Magic 2014, the Duels of the Planeswalkers games. And those are kind of fun. Problem is, like, they're horribly balanced, and you have, like, limited cards and stuff. And so I get, like, really dejected playing them, because it's like, alright, this is a cool game, or at least could be a cool game and stuff like that. Unfortunately, thought I changed the stream. Oh, maybe it's just not telling me there's an error today. But, like, I really like the Duels of the Planeswalkers games, but they're just so limited and stuff. And I would much rather play kind of that equivalent instead of Hearthstone. But just because of the depth of cards that Magic the Gathering specifically has over Hearthstone. Because, ooh, bounce? Bounce. Bounce. Just because, maybe it's because I grew up with Magic the Gathering, but Hearthstone always felt a little shallow to me. But, yeah. I will play Awesome Nuts at some point. A lot of people have requested that, but I think it's going to be a YouTuber-related thing, if I can get people together. But, like, I think my main problem with World of Warcraft is simply that it's like I don't like a lot of the mechanics. It's mostly just like base damage, monster health, that kind of thing. Magic the Gathering always had a bunch of like weird mechanics that I really appreciated, but they could also unbalance the game horribly. So there was also that, but it just felt like there was a lot more flexibility to those games. But like the other reason why I just never got into Hearthstone was they didn't have a tablet-friendly version, so I couldn't like I'd have to play it on my computer. And you know what? If I'm going to be spending time, actually this is pretty much just the case at all times with gaming. If I'm going to be playing a game when I'm not specifically Let's Playing it, I generally would prefer to do that sort of thing not on my computer, because oh, hello. Purely because I've got precise, not super useful. Purely because I've got very limited time in life, and it's kind of like, you know what? If I can sit on the couch, hang out with my family, and play Hearthstone while we watch a movie or a TV show, it'd be great. Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, I never actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! I had like one deck, just when it came out and everybody was playing it at my school. I was like, alright, that is the extent of that. But they finally came out with the tablet version of Hearthstone, and for whatever reason, it runs like absolute crap on my tablet. Then again, my tablet is like, I want to say a good 4 years old? Wow, that didn't even arrest my fall. Oh, either way. This is getting kind of nuts. Though, I will admit, I have actually watched the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged. So, I guess I know some amount of the game. Oh shit, you are big. I don't want to deal with your guff. But then again, I get the feeling that game uses a lot of bullshit mechanics, so well, not that game, that TV show has kind of bastardized the mechanics, so I'd be more than willing to bet. If I tried playing it right now, I'd just be super confused at how, like, banal the actual mechanics are, because, yeah, you know what, I am more than willing to bet. Like, even if they did a Magic the Gathering TV show, I bet they'd, kind of in the same vein, they'd probably just over-dramatize all of the mechanics, just for the entertainment factor. So, dreams broken. Oh well, not the end of the world. Let's see, this is a lot of bullets all over the place. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the other reason why I never got into Hearthstone is just because I pretty much will never spend any money on that game ever. And it's like, alright, so if it looks like if I don't spend money on this, I'm going to suck in comparison to anybody else that has spent money on it. It's like, that's kind of my problem with a lot of free-to-play games, is like, if you can't make it free-to-play proper, it's going to be bad. I was really excited to hear about, you know, Mojang Scrolls, because I was like, oh man, this looks like actually a really good TCG. I think that came out right before, like maybe half a year before Hearthstone did. But it was like, it was hard for me to pull the trigger on it because I didn't know anybody playing it. So I was like, alright, is this even a good game? I watched Total Biscuit play it for a while, and it's like, alright, looks kind of decent. I actually have it. I should probably do like a weekend where I play all of the online TCGs that I own. Because I think that could actually be kind of fun, comparing and contrasting them. But then I found out that, like, Scrolls was just, like, not being developed that quickly. So it's like, alright, here's this game that, you know, we're working on. We'll be done with it in, like, 10 years. And it's like, oh, right. You guys are the people that made Minecraft. That means they're going to be working on Minecraft. Yay. And then it sounds like, shoot. Hearthstone has effectively killed the game. Hello. A lot of pickups in here. Hopefully I don't have any more shops than this, though. I am going to be poor. Now let me quick fix something. There we go. Perfect. Let's see. PoE. Oh, Path of Exile. Well, okay. So, seeing as I mentioned free-to-play, there's a difference between trading card game free-to-play and, like, most other types of free-to-play. Like, a lot of MMOs do free-to-play well, and I'm gonna lump Path of Exile in there, just because it is technically an MMO, even if it's really just kind of a Diablo alternative. With like a multiplayer lobby system. Hello. What we got in here? Homing Purple Crap, you are the first victim. Also, don't, like, do any damage. I need to give me some might. Otherwise, we are going to just be doing piddle damage to people. Wow, I have not used that word in a while. But, I don't know, free-to-play games have been kind of like this weird thing, like, for ages. Before I even, like, I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft. Before getting into World of Warcraft, I had this, like, fairly lengthy stint where I was just going and searching the internet for a free-to-play MMO that I could play that would be, like, comparable without costing me an arm and a leg. Because you know what, when you're in high school, you really don't have a whole lot of money. So World of Warcraft is, pretty expensive. Let's see. I swear I had something else shooting at me. Oh, something spawned. Oh yeah, loads of something spawned. Hello! I kind of feel like I should go fight them on the ground, though. You know what? While we're here, let's go say hi to this guy. Get him out of the way, and then tilt back before they all come to kill me. Actually, turns out there's like nothing here anyway. I was really hoping for an upgrade. Oh well, come on. There we go. Alright, we lost like one. What? Oh shit, there's another homing purple launcher. I knew there was something there. But so I spent like a huge amount of time trying to find a game that would be, you know, World of Warcraft worthy or like competitive without having to cost me a lot of money. So I played like a lot of D&D online, tried playing Lord of the Rings online, and then I found out that they were going to have a subscription system, so I was like, alright, never mind on that one. What else did I play? Allods. Allods was actually a pretty close competitor, but the Chinese gold farming scene on that game is insane. Which is ridiculous, because you'd think that, whoa, I was standing on top of a spin bot. That was freaking dangerous. Speaking of freaking dangerous, I've lost a lot of health to these guys. I've never stood on a spin bot before. Whoa. Didn't even know about that one. That's cool. Perfect World. I tried a little bit of Perfect World in college. There's still a spin bot here. There's still multiple spin bots. I can hear them. Can't see them, though. Or is that it? I'm just going to operate under the assumption that that's it. Yeah, I tried Perfect World in college, but it just ended up being like, oh, I knew there was somebody left. I didn't even know where he came from. But, oh, is that it? Are we done? I keep hearing them. Which is super concerning. I don't think it's gonna get us anywhere. Right, this doesn't have a secret for whatever reason. Wait, yes it does. It does have a secret. I always forget about this one. Yeah, Maple's Story was actually one of the ones that I tried and played for quite a long while, actually. Which was kind of a surprise to me. Yeah, it does. It had 3 coins in it. That is super disappointing. I actually liked the idea of Maple Story. The execution was kind of boring, grindy. I feel like this gun doesn't have as much kickback as it used to. But Maple Story was kind of fun, just because there aren't a whole lot of, like... Actually, are there any, like, good side-scrolling MMOs? Not that I know of. Like, that is actually one part of the market that I feel has been, like, completely untapped for, like, no good reason, because side-scrollers are amazing, but there just aren't many. Any? Because there was Dungeon Fighter Online, which was cool, but they completely botched the, English release. Like, they turned that into a just complete shitfest. Horribly balanced all the classes, stuff like that. Like, if you can get into, what is it, the Korean version? The Korean version is actually really fun. A little bit grindier, but a lot more fun to play. Which is weird. But, I don't know, it's kind of odd that, like, side-scrollers end up just being mindlessly grindy. I guess World of Warcraft can be considered mindlessly grindy, too. Hello! I'm so glad I have enough money for this. But still, yeah. I didn't play a whole lot of it. Mainly because, as with most games yep, this is gonna get fun. As with most games, I did not have a whole lot of friends that played MMOs. All of my friends in high school played, not Call of Duty, they played Counter-Strike. They played a lot of Counter-Strike, so I was like, alright, I have nobody to play with. And even now, like, I don't know anybody in person that plays Hearthstone. Or, actually, even on the Let's Play scene, I don't know anybody that plays Hearthstone. It's kind of something for the bigger channels for the most part. Except for PA Master, who actually does pop in here from time to time. So, maybe I'll have to bug him about that, you know, some kind of weird, bizarro apprenticeship system to teach me the ropes outside of, you know, you guys yelling at me for making bad decisions here. Alright, so we are almost completely fully healed. I don't even know why I popped down here, apart from, I guess the health pickups are welcome. Alright, they didn't drop any upgrades, but, like, holy crap, we're gonna do all sorts of damage. But yeah, I don't know. I think my problem with most MMOs is purely just, here's a game that we need to have a lot of people playing concurrently for anybody to be interested in it. Now, did I check the banners here? I swear I've checked them before. Wow, yeah, this gun does not kick you back. Does not prevent you from taking falling damage. There we go. But... Alright, I checked that one. Did I check the other one? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to check both. I feel like I've... Oh, yeah, there is a secret there. You can see the platform behind it. Alright, and it's an extra jump. Holy shit, yes. Now all we need is a jump height here. This is good. This is a real good run. But like most MMOs, my problem with them is they're just such massive time sinks. Just to, like, force the player to keep playing forever. Because, take World of Warcraft, for example. Actually, they've made it significantly less grindy now. And the main reason why a lot of people stick around is, like, to get to the end game or because their friends are playing or whatever. Which I can respect, but, like, oh man, I think I've ranted about this before. Why am I even taking out the... Oh, well, as well take them out as we go along. That's not like, I have a whole lot of, like, I don't need to pick my shots here. I can just kind of spam the entire stage and just everything dies. I'm practically the trumpet, actually. Do I get a use item here? Finally, yes, Torp Totem. It could be better, could be worse. But so I really like Guild Wars. I really enjoyed the original Guild Wars, actually. I think it was actually I would almost say that was probably one of the best MMOs I've ever played thus far, and that came out back in, what, 2002? 2004? Shoot. I really wanted to go elsewhere than this. At least we got a bunch of jumps, so we got that going for us. Oh, well, I have to go to the warehouse eventually. Holy shit, this looks scary. That's a lot of bullets. And that's a difficulty increase. Of course it is. Shit. Alright. Oh, crap. They're shooting cross... Oh, no, they're not shooting cross stage. Those guys are shooting... Oh, crap. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We gotta go fat. You know what? Let's just take these guys out before we deal with the big-ass cannons up there. Okay. This has been... I've never seen this room configuration before, ever. Shows how often I come into the warehouse since Joe actually came up with the 1.0 release. Actually, was it the 1.1 release? He still added quite a lot of stuff to this game. Alright, is that it? We got all sorts of stuff in here, probably. I think I have the jumps for it, too. Alright, can I wedge myself right here? Yes. Okay. Anything on any of these little nooks, crannies, platforms, whatever? Looks like we got a dark-ass ceiling. The problem is, I want to fly just so I can figure out the secrets on this floor. This level? But I'm getting the distinct feeling there's a grand total of nothing. Oh yeah, that is absolutely the ceiling. So that does nothing for us. Alright, so there's nothing up here. Nothing behind these banners? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so this is effectively a giant waste of time. Unless there's one behind the other one. That'd be embarrassing. Well, let's check the one other place that we could possibly have. Aha. Okay. Actually, you know what? I might have been in this room once, just never with that enemy config. Oh, well. This was meaningless. Let's get out of here. But like most MMOs, so for Guild Wars 1, it was, you know, pretty much just campaign mode plus PvP plus like some random stuff that you could grind through if you really wanted to. My problem is, Guild Wars 2 comes out and it's like, oh man, this is going to be amazing, it's going to be so much fun. And hey, you don't have to worry about having a full party to go off and do stuff, except for dungeons. And then it turns out that the dungeons just kind of sucked. It was a shame, like, dungeons in Guild Wars 1 were hard, but it was mostly like just team composition and knowing what you were doing. Guild Wars 2 just ended up feeling, oh wait, hello, suck it! Dungeons in Guild Wars 2 just felt like pulling teeth, it was awful. I never enjoyed that. Alright, where are these cannons even coming from? Oh, they're all the way up there. Why did I leave that upgrade behind? Yeah, that was a difficulty increase. Do not want that business. Looks like we got a buttload of cannons up there. Anything? I don't remember there being anything super useful here. Alright, this was also probably meaningless. I don't actually remember there being any secrets in this specific room. It's just a bunch of stuff, and sometimes has a shop in it. That's one of the reasons why I hate this level, because it's like there's like no clearly defined secrets, and it's all super dark. So you don't know where anything is. All right, let's float on, I guess, because there's nothing there. So unless there's something like all the way down here, and there almost never is. Yep, there ain't. All right, let's keep going. But so for Guild Wars, like the dungeons are super hard, not fun, whatever. You like run into the dungeon and there's a lot of death, and 90% of the time, since there's no group finder tool, half of the people that you've collected, it takes like 2 hours or whatever just to get a full party together sometimes, which is stupid, unless you have like guildmates that know what they're doing, and spoilers, never did. So you end up just grouping up with a bunch of like random boobs from the internet, and well, go figure, they can't play. It's a fairly casual game up until you want to do a dungeon, and it's like, alright, unless everybody knows what they're doing, this is going to either take forever, or nobody's ever going to be able to complete it. The best. Holy shit. Go figure this place is a nightmare. You guys do not look happy. Or friendly. Do I have the music off? I have the music off, don't I? Whoops. Oh well. I do kind of like this game while it's quiet, it's weird. Because I can definitely tell like where the enemies are coming from. We got a lot of twerps here. Let's just murder them. Not deal with it. Oh, hello. And so for me, being a like avid World of Warcraft player for ages, which is practically the game where like you can pick up group anything. Any other system just felt wrong and bad. And it's like, I like hard content. I don't think I will ever see that upgrade ever again. I like hard content. I loved raiding. Raiding was a blast. But the problem is, like, you try and get like 5 idiots together. Chances are they're not going to be able to do anything properly. You get 40 people that know what they're doing together. Oh man, you're going to just clear everything like a boss, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You need to die. I don't want to fall. I don't actually remember where the secrets are here. Oh shoot, I know where it is. Maybe? Shit, I don't even remember where the secrets are on this level. Much less any of the other levels. I know there's like sometimes a store in one of these shipping containers, and that's about it. I also forget that these shipping containers move. Also, the twerps are like just following me around shooting me, and it's just meaningless. Alright, so, unless I'm mistaken, there ain't jack shit here. So we'll just go down and then head out. Because I think I'm wasting my time looking around here. Sometimes, I think it's this shipping container will have things in it. Yes, it does. Oh, hey. Okay, there's one. But that's it. But, I don't know. I think things like free-to-play MMOs, like, a lot of people applaud Guild Wars 2 for being an amazing game, and I absolutely agree. It's really fun. But the problem I, like, run into with free-to-play games, and this is the same with... Ah, shit, this room. It's always... Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, this is not... This is bad. At least we have a bunch of extra jumps. So we got this go... Oh, shit. Stuck in a corner. I was like, oh no, this room was not the right room. Alright. We do get the best use item in the game, though. Why are they all spawning sideways? That is weird and wrong. But, you know what? Absolutely useful for me. Okay, but so the problem with, like, free-to-play games, Guild Wars included, Hearthstone included, I can't say much about, like, the end game of Path of Exile, but a lot of them always try and keep you into the game, just constantly. So it's like, oh man, only 25% of the secrets found, that is bad. But they're always trying to, oh, the music is going. Okay, the warehouse is just super quiet, that's what it is. But, like, the main goal of pretty much any free-to-play game is to keep you playing constantly, because that's how they get their money, or at least keep their player base padded, so that the people that do pay money have a decent experience. Actually, Extra Credits has a really nice explanation about this. It really has to do mainly with mobile games, but I feel like the same argument applies very well to MMOs too. Actually, it might have actually been MMOs. I could be wrong about this. I don't know. They've got some really nice rants. Extra Credits is probably my favorite YouTube channel on the internet. I like to watch a lot of other people, but, like, of all of them, they're probably the most worthwhile to watch. Even if they have some, like, weird opinions when things get political. Come on, health pickup. Yeah. But so... Okay, 3 different difficulties you go through with Path of Exile. Okay, that's cool. Let's just keep going. So it follows the Diablo system pretty closely. I like that. But so with, you know, free-to-play MMOs, usually it's you try and create a very large player base so the number of people that pay money for it get kind of the most out of it. So say if you are playing, I mean, I guess Guild Wars 2 is an example, even if it's a slightly erroneous one. But say you're playing Guild Wars 2 and you pay a bunch of money to get yourself this legendary item. If you're running around in the game and you're the only one there, suddenly you spent, you know, a good $500-600 to get this item, and nobody's there to appreciate it. Whereas games like Guild Wars 2, they get a bunch of people around showing off their, like, big fancy stuff, and there's a lot of people that want to, like, grind through the game normally to do this, which, you know, ups the price so that the people willing to pay $500 for the shiny ash sword can do so. That's a little bit of ouch. And so, like, the entire point is to try and keep the whales around and, you know, buff up the price so that they're not paying peanuts for it. I'm kind of giving the, like, Cliff Notes version, the faulty Cliff Notes version, but still. Just because I'm getting shot at here. And I have enough jump so I can get back up. Sweet. But so... The entire point of, like, the free-to-play MMO is not to keep, you know, all the people that don't pay any money into it. It's just to keep the people that do pay the money into it happy. And so, I like the way that Guild Wars 2 did it, where it's like, the game is 90% complete, without, you know, cash shop system. It's all cosmetic stuff for that point, after a certain point, except for, like, some amount of inconveniences that can be solved by paying real money. But, like, you never actually miss out on any specific, content, because you don't pay, which I think is a really, good system. Unfortunately, what Guild Wars does to kind of, like, mitigate the fact that the player base dwindles quickly because they run out of content, they just made all of the, like, new content just the most grindy nonsense that you will ever play. And it's very disappointing. I mean, at least it's fun grindy, but say you want to get that nice new back piece that came with the mini expansion pack that they just came out. Well, you're going to have to spend a good 30 hours doing it because, oh, well, you have to go do this event over and over and over and over again. Oh, but you know what? You can get an upgraded version of the back piece if you do this on the next one. It's like, you feel like you're strangled for time here, and they're just wringing you out for as much as you can give, purely because, you know, that's the only way they're going to have an active player base. And it's like, this feels weak to me. I wanna return to the content. I don't want to feel like I'm forced to just so I can get the latest shiny object. And, like, I know there are better ways of doing it in games. I guess a good example as well is, seeing as I started with Hearthstone, holy shit, this is a lot of money. For Hearthstone, there's the whole, like, dungeon pack things that, like, if you do the dungeon pack, you get, and you, like, complete it in time, you get access to a whole bunch of cards, and if you don't, you have to pay money. It makes sense, but for me that, you know, is just starting now, it's going to be like, alright, so if I want these cards, I actually have to unlock them with cash. Or I think I have to unlock the entire dungeon, if I'm not mistaken, which, I don't know, I find that that system kind of disappointing. It makes sense to a degree. Oh shit, gotta leave. Oh, that's the scary one. And like at the same time, I would rather all of these things above like a pay-to-play system where, you know, if Hearthstone was like pay $10 a month to play Hearthstone, nobody'd be paying it. Nobody would want to. I need more might pickups. I need might pickups. Holy shit, there's a lot of cannons in here. I also need jump height. Oh crap, we've got a bunch of super cannons in here. Wow, this is a mess. But I guess for me as like a super casual player, I feel like a lot of the solutions to free-to-play end up being not quite as punishing as, you know, a flat-out subscription system, but still kind of painful in a way. Either on the wallet or more so the time. Because, yeah, it's like, yeah, pay money if you don't have the time to play. But at the same time, what they expect from either ends up being almost more than if you just paid like a subscription system. Then again, I also think, I also thought the original subscription system for RuneScape, back before they ruined that game, was actually fairly fair. I think they even increased it up to 10 for some mysterious reason. Hello! I actually didn't even know about this one. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so apparently for unlocking the next Ramus, you don't actually have to pay real money. If you can get up to 700 gold, that's enough. Ah, shoot, we're not going to make it on this one. That is actually better, the fact that they include that. Oh, I forgot, I got these booster blocks. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, I don't even know where the booster block is. Okay, can I... Yeah. Got enough jumps, but I want to save them for when we're up here, unless I don't need to. Alright, there is nothing worthwhile up here. I am very wealthy. If only I had something to spend it on. Alright. Down we go. Whew. But still, like, to get gold in Hearthstone, it's a significant time investment. I'm trying to remember, there's another free-to-play card game that I played for at least a little while. Unfortunately, like, most people... Was it Soulforge? I think it was Soulforge. Soulforge was actually really kind of cool, because, like, you could face off against bots and they would give you new cards. But it had, like, tiered booster packs and stuff, so, like, you would get, like, one guaranteed rare, or a chance at, like, a super rare type card. Whereas in, you could pay, like, real money for, like, super booster packs and stuff like that, so you could get better cards. Whereas I feel like Hearthstone, I'm just never going to be able to get the adequate cards to have, like, a decent deck. Even if I play, like, a fair amount. But then again, whatever, not the end of the world. Okay, so... We are... Oh, wait. This is not Cavern Kings, so I cannot actually press Tab or Shift to see what stuff I have. Oh well, not the end of the world. But still, I don't even know. Free to play is awesome. It's a lot nicer on people. Like, how many people who grew up like... I think most of my audience demographics a good 6 years younger than me, so this actually seems fairly normal, but like free-to-play just wasn't a thing. I was mentioning I was like doing this just horrible search for free-to-play games for ages, you know, trying to find a free-to-play game that would be worthwhile to play instead of World of Warcraft. And I mentioned, you know, Allods, which was kind of there. So like cash-top systems really didn't exist prior to... Oh shoot. I mean, it kind of did, but it was never like a legitimate thing. Or if it was like, to get this item, you need to do this, this, and this. And it's like, oh, this is just expensive. Let's see. Looks like we're mostly topped off. Might as well top off the rest of the way. But it's, I think with, like, Maple Story, 90% of the cash shop system. Wow, that's more money. Great. I actually don't... Which one of these is the exit? Perfect. With, like, Maple Story, it was like, hey, you can buy cosmetic stuff, but it's ridiculously expensive. And, like, maybe there were level boosters? I can't exactly remember. But that was actually one of the fairer cash shop systems I've ever seen in the game. But, like, Dungeons & Dragons Online actually had the particularly punishing one of, like, oh, by the way, so this game's free to play after a certain point, but if you want to play this dungeon, you're going to have to pay us, like, $5. And on one hand, that's kind of cool. On the other hand, it's also kind of ass. Because, like, who really wants to pay $5 just to do the next dungeon in the game? Or you could just grind the same dungeon over and over again without, like, that extra special, like, you did this quest reward for clearing a dungeon for the first time. It just felt shitty and exploitative. Exploitative. Bleh. There's a tank down there. There is totally a tank down here. Alright. Oh, that's no big deal. As long as he can't hit me, no big deal. Our drop rates have been particularly mediocre here. At least we get the Bombot dispenser, so that pretty much guarantees us blue EXP and health. Not as many pickups as I'd like, though. I was really hoping that I get at least a jump height here. If not a might. If I could get one might pickup here, I'd be happy. Ah, shoot. And we're not going to get any such luck. Oh, so invisible laser guys. At least they've been rebalanced, so they're not nearly as dickish as they used to be. Have we got any more of them around? I can't even tell. Luckily, this is like the gun suited for fighting these guys. Also, there's a secret in here. I think I just got a coin. Great. Deuces. I don't even have an armor pickup. They're still going to do all sorts of damage to me. If and when they hit. Ow, 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 ow. Please stop that. I also have not fought these guys very often, very recently. I actually think they're one of the cooler enemies to run into in this game. But since I don't have a whole lot of like jump height boosts or anything like that, it's kind of hard to fight them. Oh, off we go. But so, just for like the free-to-play MMO thing. Anything in here? Just invisible lasers? Alright, there's no reason for me to stick around. So, we're probably going to have an easy enough time fighting the Gumball machine, just because we're going to be able to take out his shield. But, as far as like free-to-play games go, I played like the gamut of just awful games. 90% of them were Nexon. Like, I think Nexon was the first game to like truly do free-to-play comparatively. Holy shit, I don't do damage. I don't do damage. Wow, this is going to be a very long fight. Yeah, we might actually die here. I'm not going to put that past us. Because despite the fact that I got spread shot, God, I can't even imagine what would happen if I didn't have spread shot right now. This is bad. Oh, well, not the end of the world. But so, like, 90% of the games I played by Nexon. So I think I mentioned, like, Dungeon Fighter Online. There's, like, Mabinogi. Actually, that might not have been Nexon. I don't freaking know. They're all bad. They're ugly, and they were awful. I think there was one game that I really wanted to play called Rubies of Eventide. But that turned out to be shutting down within a week. Actually, so just speaking of that game. So, Rubies of Eventide was like I don't even know what kind of game it was, but it was like you could kind of, it felt like a MUD turned 3D. You know, one of those where you could like customize your character to the nth degree for like no good reason. But so, it was kind of cool. I mean, like, obviously it looked horrible. It looked about EverQuest 1 levels because I didn't, actually World of Warcraft and EverQuest weren't even really out by this point. Or, no, World of Warcraft had been out. It was still in Classic, but I hadn't really gotten into it, and EverQuest 2 hadn't come out yet. But so, Rubies of Eventide was like, alright, this seems kind of fun, I can play it for a while, but unfortunately I have like no RAM on my computer. I didn't even have a graphics card. I had 500 megs of RAM, and an onboard graphics card. Halo, for those of you that played the Halo games, Master Chief actually had white armor. There was no shiny chrome business. The Covenant ship actually looked really cool and cartoony. Seriously, playing Halo Combat Evolved on the shittiest computer ever actually was almost prettier to me than seeing it with like full graphics. Hey, we're actually gonna kill the Gumball machine here. This is a mess though. We're getting kind of close to death though, which is kind of bad. But so there were no good free-to-play MMOs for me to play. And it's just like this weird trek forever of just like searching new ones. I remember actually World of Warcraft wasn't even on Burning Crusade yet, and there was one, I think it was called Fly for Fun? Yeah, that was what it was called. It was especially bad. It was just an awful grindy game. But I remember it felt like super revolutionary for me as a kid, because it was like, alright, here's an MMO where you can actually fly around and stuff. It's like, nope, this just isn't worth it. It's just not worth it, because like you had to grind up to level 30 or something like that to be able to fly around, and you could see players flying around. It was like super rudimentary. It was awful. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to murder like all of y'all. Hey, actually giving us the occasional upgrade. Come on, game, take pity on me. I'm upping my difficulty here like crazy, just to just to achieve something here. Maybe. Please. Jump height. Might? That's health. Shit. Alright. Things that we do not need. Come on. Anything? All sorts of money. All sorts of nothing useful. Well, we're tanky and we're kind of fast, but we're not going to do any sorts of damage to the Maw. Alright. Well, off we go. And hoping for the best. But, yeah. Man, I played the shit out of Halo. I think Halo was actually the first-person shooter I ever played. No, actually, correction. First-person shooter I ever played was, Chex Quest. Followed by Halo Combat Evolved. Because we just really didn't have shooters in my house. It just wasn't a game genre we played. And then after Halo was, Half-Life and Counter-Strike. Not a single jump height. This is bad. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, as far as Halo goes, man, I have not played Halo in a long time. If I ever get the chance, unfortunately I don't have an Xbox, but if I ever get the chance, I'm absolutely going to do a full Let's Play of every single Halo game. In co-op, because co-op is important. Well, at least we can clear this no problem, which is nice. Unfortunately, killing the Maw is going to be a bit of a pain. Alright, well, whatever. Play Amazing World. Actually, as far as Amazing World goes, seeing as somebody's flippantly suggesting that piece of trash, I actually would really like to get a group of people together for, like, some kind of doofy Amazing World. Just night of stupid and drunkenness. Probably, well, alcohol would probably be absolutely mandatory. Oh, shoot. Please don't hurt me. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the spin bots are actually the more dangerous part of the first half of the fight. And then it becomes that oh, shit, where are you guys? This is not so good. Oh. Well, we got him like a fourth of the way down. I do have the bomb bot canister if I really want to use it. I don't... Oh, cripes. This sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. I don't think we're going to be able to clear the, I don't think we're going to be able to clear this fight comparatively. But at least we're going to be able to kind of keep ourselves topped off with the bomb bot canister. That is nice. If only the freaking spin bots were a limited enemy type, that would be nice. Okay. Because you can't really play the slow game against this guy. And I'm just going to get hit by all sorts of bullets. Come on, let me get into a nice little solid spot here. Oh, shit. They're going all over the place on me. Okay, come on. Oh, we got him a little bit more than half down. Oh, there goes my weapon level, though. And my health is not looking great. Oh, gotta go over the blue. Gotta go over the blue. The blue's bad. The blue is seriously bad. Oh, that is a lot of bullets. That is... Oh, God, I can't even see when that happens. Alright, I almost have bomb bot canister back. Come on, get me in a nice spot here. Oh, shit, missed. Alright, well, I might be able to hit him anyway. Shit, he shot twice. It's like a Greedos shot first moment, or Han shot first moment, but not as useful. Anything else? Oh, health. Oh, fuck. I already lost it. I'm just gonna hang out and get hit by... Okay. Well, that was a pain in the ass, but a lot of fun regardless. Honestly, wow. Actually, looking at that, that is one of the worst drop rates I've had in a very long time. A very long time. Wow. Okay, so we got... Effectively, as far as drops goes, useful drops goes, we had... Let's see, the first 2 health pickups. So we got like 3 or 4 health pickups, 5 jumps, difficulty reduction, 2 speeds, and a magnetism. Oh, and an item charge. We did... Oh, yeah, and we did get 2 weapon mods, which would have been nice. But we got all sorts of ass kicked there. So, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Tower of Guns, and as always, thanks for watching.